Hey, it's Lindsay, y'all. I guess it's been a minute since I was here last. Life. Um, Life gets in the way. So, I guess just to catch you up on things, my hair is teal for now, but I love it. Um, I got this cool Spider Gwen hoodie, and I'm digging it. Um, oh yeah, I had a gender affirming surgery since my last video. Yeah. So this past Thursday, I had an orchiectomy. And if you don't know what that is, well, it's basically everything was left intact down there, except that the grapes were removed. Is, I guess, the best way of putting it. Um, so that is exciting. Um, it means I never have to worry about my testosterone getting out of control because I don't have anything that's making it. Um, I'm never have to worry about birth control. Not that I ever actually apparently needed to because I was not fertile before, as I found out when I went to like bank before I started HRT. Um, oh God, I look so disheveled. Um, and I look better in my clothes. And yeah, so I never have to worry about, like, God forbid, if I ever lose access to my HRT, I don't ever have to worry about, like, oh my God, my body's going to revert. Because my body doesn't make the things that it needs to revert anymore, and it never will again. So yeah, that is a. It sounds like a big deal, right? It's actually, I mean, yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. But the surgery itself was like 30 minutes. Um, like I was in the hospital. I was at the hospital for like less than 2 hours, honestly. I think certainly less than three. What time did we get there? It was probably it was probably about 2.5 hours that we were there total. Actually got me in early. Yeah, they got me in like a half an hour early from the time that was scheduled, and but yeah, the surgery went smoothly. I was recovering really well, and then they sent me home. I had friends staying with me for the first 48 hours. And then as of yesterday morning, I've been just kind of hanging out home alone. And my friends were great. They took amazing care of me. One of them, the one that I was with on Thursday, she totally mommed me, and she's amazing, and I love her. And then and then my other friend that stayed with me, um, we mostly joked about how my first friend was momming me, and and she was great too. So I love my friends. My friends are awesome. But yeah, so I'm off work for a couple of weeks at this point. Well, at this point, I'm off work for another like week and a half. So I've been off for since last Wednesday, and I won't go back until next Thursday. Just letting things heal and not overexerting myself. I've been napping a lot and eating a lot, which I guess, my body's trying to heal. So I got to eat, right? Um, yeah. So, with surgery, there's always concerns about complications, there's concerns about pain. Um, so far, knock on wood, I haven't seen anything in the way of complications. But like I said, this was a relatively simple surgery, all things considered. From a mechanical perspective, I guess it's pretty simple. Um, and as far as pain, I've been pretty good. Um, Day one, so like on a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being just the teeniest little bit of pain, and 10 being OMFG, I'm excruciatingly in pain. Um, I don't think I've gone above a 5. And only then, even with the 5s, it was just little spikes here and there. And that was, I think, on day 1. Um, but on day 1, most of the day, I was like between a 2 and a 4. Day 2, a good chunk of day 2, a lot of time I was at a 0 or a 1 or a 2. And then the days since, it's been, 1s and 2s and occasional spikes to like 3s and 4s, but for the most part, not too bad. So I've been very fortunate. I've got the good drugs if I need them, and I take them at night before I go to bed, but I'm trying not to use them through the day if I can avoid it, because why take narcotics if you don't need to? So I'm just using over the counter for the most part. But yeah, so yesterday I got my first shower for 3 days, and I pulled the dressing off, and was able to clean the surgical site, and it's different. It's I'm still not entirely. I don't know. It's weird. I still can't entirely believe it. I can't believe I did it, and I can't believe it's done. And although it's definitely done, like they're definitely gone, and I definitely got a like a pathology report where they like sliced them open and examined them and all of that afterwards. So yeah. And this is one of those things that I try to be really open about the things in my transition, as you know. But I'm being a little more private on this one. I guess if you follow my YouTube channel, then clearly not that private. But for like Facebook, I'm yawning a lot. It's awesome. Facebook, no acknowledgement of it. And, it's one of those things. It's like, yes, I am a very open person about my transition, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to talk about my genital surgery on my Facebook page, especially because my family doesn't know. I'm not telling them that I did this, for multiple reasons, mostly because they're not going to understand. They're going to, you know, they they never wanted me to get any kind of surgeries. That was one of the first things my dad said when I came out to him. Was don't get the surgery. Okay, Dad. And I know I've talked about that here before, but yeah. So I decided not to tell them, and I still feel good about that decision. And they don't need to know. Like, the only people that need to know are me, my doctor, the people who are helping to take care of me during this process, and then, any potential lovers or whatever that I may have. Not that I have a lot going on in that department. Um, and then all of you people who I've chosen to share this with, of course. Um, but yeah, otherwise, no, it's nobody's business. They don't need to know. Um, so yeah, I've got another week and a half off work, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all that time besides just resting and recovering. This is actually the first time I've climbed the steps up to my office since my surgery. Um, I'm still moving a little bit gingerly. Don't want to. I don't want to pop a stitch, and I don't want to. I don't want to do anything that's going to, affect the surgical site in a negative way. So yeah. Um, yeah. So that's that. I'm supposed to go in a couple of weeks for follow up with my surgeon, and I guess they're just going to check on everything, make sure everything looks good. And I guess at that point we'll probably start talking about the next step, which is the bottom surgery that I've been looking at, and thinking about, and that we were talking about for maybe later this year. We'll see how things go with my job situation. If I'm still where I'm at, then I'm most certainly going to take off the time and do it. If I'm somewhere else, then it's going to be a conversation about how I can get that time off, because I think I probably need to take a month off for the particular surgery that I'm looking at. But we'll get to that eventually. So, yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. Leave me comments, send me some love. Yeah, if you have any questions or whatever, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to go and, I don't know, go eat some cookies and maybe sit on my couch and watch some TV. Okay. As always, love and hugs, y'all. Bye.